Still no Sam.
Yeah.
Basically, Sam had contact with somebody who traveled. Is the only thing, so they're just waiting to hear if that person's all good, and then we'll be all good. So
yeah, I'm sure
definitely back Monday for all you Sam heads out there.
Nice that he's doing the safe thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you can do that shit as long as you're just safe about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been me and Rivers just hanging.
This has been fun. We've been getting to call and catch up with some of our friends. Today we're going to talk to our buddy out there in the San Fernando Valley, Joe Kaye, friend of the show.
Oh yeah, host,
friend of life.
Friend of life, comedy host and comedian extraordinaire, very funny guy.
Yeah, so we'll get to hear from Joe a little bit later.
So I was telling you earlier about the chili that I'm going to make.
Yes. Yeah, we're prepping for chili time.
Yeah, and you said you had a bunch, and I'm making it just because I got the ingredients.
Yeah,
and I don't want them to go bad. But it also reminds me of this thing that Carly reminded me of, where it's like Dave Letterman had this joke about like, the best reason to make chili is just because you get to drink during it.
Yeah, because you got to put the beer in there.
You got to put the beer in there, so it's like I'll buy like a whole case to put like a thimble full of beer into. into some chili.
What kind of beer do you put in there?
See, you're supposed to put like light beer in there, right?
I always go with a stout. Actually, I go the opposite. Yeah.
I had some IPAs down there, but I'm like, that might be kind of gross. Like,
yeah.
I may need to go get some, like, I want to maybe go get like a Cerveza Tallboy or something.
Get like a Corona.
Yeah, I've been making it with with like some Cervezas and that.
Modelo.
Modelo Especial was good.
It's my favorite. I love that. That's a good beer.
Oh, it's my favorite one.
Ice cold Modelo.
Oh Christ,
colder the better.
You know that at the fair. I don't know why I never drank Modelo at the fair, but it just
did.
Did?
Yeah, I had one of them. Oh god, what do they call those? Those chiladas that they make with the Modelo and the Clamato juice.
I see those in the stores. What are those?
You gotta like clam juice and tomato juice and beer put together.
Dude, I'm willing to try.
Yeah, it's good. I got one because I literally went a couple of years ago with Monica and other friend of the show, Jordan Dahl. We went to the LA County Fair over in Pomona.
Yeah.
And I walked around and I really just wanted, a beer to drink while I walked around because it was about 1,000 degrees.
Sure.
But there was somebody selling a chilada. And I had forgotten about the clam juice element of it. I just thought, I was like, oh yeah, it's like tomato juice and beer or something.
Yeah.
And then salt around the rim, and then I got it. I was like, oh yeah, there's clam in here and it's 1,000 degrees. So nothing, it was fine. It turned out okay, but it was just, it was like weird. It's one of those things where you're like, you have to drink this immediately.
Yeah. It sounds like a taunt where it's like, are you really parched? You're really hot? Here's salt and clam water.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, it tasted all right, but yeah, it's one of those drinks that's probably better enjoyed in an air conditioned environment.
Sure, maybe in a Mexican restaurant, perhaps.
Yeah. If you got some salsa happening, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I need to learn how to make something besides. I was so proud of myself after I made that first chili.
Yeah, man.
And then everyone in the house was like, "Well, you can't really fuck chili up."
Yeah. I mean,
you literally throw shit in a pot.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you just gotta let it simmer.
I gotta find my dish, dude. I gotta find my Beat Bobby Flay signature dish.
Oh yeah, I've definitely harvested enough cukes today to I'm gonna make some pickles after you're done with that chili. And also shout out to our co-host emeritus, Dr. Pat. I don't know if you saw in the fridge, hooked me up with a nice rack of baby back ribs.
I saw that
for my birthday from some fancy place. So,
oh hell!
So I might have to cook those either tonight or tomorrow night.
Oh shit, it's going down.
Also wanted to shout out a friend of the show at Hobo Eddie up there in Washington sent me a birthday present.
I've been perusing that, yeah.
Which is it's a CD. That's right, a compact disc.
Remember those? Yeah.
Remember those? Now that's what I call music, volume 69. So, man, that's hilarious.
Does it just happen to be like this is the year 2020 would be the year that 69 now I have music
this is from 2019.
2019?
Yeah. Okay. So this is a recent times. It's a recent one for sure, but I'm pretty sure he just did it because it's the number 69 and 69 is the funniest number.
I'm going to see how many of these people I actually know.
Dude, I think I knew I knew a lot of the features, but the main artist I knew almost maybe 20%.
Yeah, I was about to say on the main artist, I am fucking blanking here. I mean, I know who Ariana Grande is. Bastille, no idea.
Yep.
Oh Okay, I know who DJ Snake, Selena Gomez, Ozuna. I actually do know who Ozuna is.
What? Who the fuck is Ozuna?
I saw like an album that they made listed on like the best of the 2010s. I haven't listened to it.
Okay.
Chainsmoker. I mean, I've heard of these people. I couldn't. If you played me one of their songs, I'd be like, yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I heard this in a drugstore.
Right? Yeah. Like I have no idea what their song is. Loud Luxury, never heard of them. LSD, never heard of them. Now, Khalid is not DJ Khalid. I've come to find out.
No, Khalid is. Yeah, he's different than DJ Khaled.
Lovely the band.
Wait, there's a band called Lovely the Band?
All lowercase, no space. Lovely the band.
Jesus Christ, that is annoying.
That is like Kids Bop in the making.
Come on, I mean, you know,
what happened to the real rock and roll?
What happened to the cherry poppin' daddies and good band names?
Right? What happened to Semisonic? Remember Semisonic? Closing Time, that song about getting fucked up that everyone liked to sing at football games.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they do this thing now with the Now collection, right? Tracks 1 through 16 are the famous people.
Yeah.
But then they've got tracks 17 through 20, where it says, Now presents What's Next? 4 free tracks from hot, up-and-coming artists. And it's like, dude, this is totally the Now guys' nephews.
Mm-hmm.
This is now that's what I call relatives. You know? This is not... These are not legit.
Now that's what I call your birthday.
Yeah.
A $5 CD.
Well, I was thinking that now that's what I call your birthday. I got you onto now that's what I call Music 69. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
George Ezra and the Accidentals.
Now it's like on those they have to put like the best hits of the day on them, right?
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, but you know there's a bunch of filler bullshit in there. Like I bet the biggest song in there is that Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper song.
Yes, that's the
one from Stars Born.
Stars Born, yeah. Shallow. That's the one that I was that's the one that I knew the tune. The rest of them, it's like I knew some of these people. Like I said, I know the features a lot of times. Like I know who Sam Smith is. I know Diplo, Mark Ronson, like Sia. I know her. The features category is like easily identifiable. But then the main artist, you're like, dude, who the fuck is DJ Snake?
Yeah,
don't tell me.
He's the turn down for what guy?
Well, I thought that was
it's Lil Jon, but he's DJ Snake came up with the beat, I guess, which is like ridiculous. It's like, yeah, but all you need is someone going turn down for what? Like,
is that not LMFAO? I thought that was LM.
No.
Or they do just shots.
They do shot. Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason I know this is because I get to name drop right now.
Uh-huh.
I know the guys who directed the video for that song.
I kind of like that video where he's doing the headbang where he collapses through the ceilings and shit.
Yeah, and the boner and stuff.
Yeah.
The guys who directed that video also directed Swiss Army Man. If you ever saw that movie.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Daniels. Yeah. Daniel Shiner. He's from Alabama.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. He went to. I met him in college. He's a nice guy.
No shit. Okay, and he directed Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, him and this guy Daniel Kwan.
Hot damn, that's awesome. Okay.
I think they just did some other movie too that's supposed to be good.
Huh?
I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So again,
that's how I know who DJ Snake is.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then it's a person. I've heard of Selena Gomez. I've heard of Cardi. I know Cardi B.
I couldn't name one Selena Gomez song.
Yeah, I just know that. Did she? What?
Honestly, Cardi B either. But like,
I don't know Bodak Yellow.
Nah,
I know. No. I Make Money Move. I know that song. That song was fucking everywhere, man.
All I know Cardi B's what she sounds like is from her on Rhythm and Flow.
Oh yeah.
She was great on Rhythm and Flow,
but she's.
Oh yeah,
I like how she's super weird and she's a Bernie bro, which is great.
Yeah, and she rules actually.
She's awesome. She's.
I'd listen to her music. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, it's fun.
She was easily the best host, and it was her and Chance the Rapper and T.I. I think I've mentioned this on this show before.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Chance the Rapper was kind of stuffy.
Yeah, well, he's hosting the new Punk'd on Quibi.
Quibi. I feel like the way you have to say it with a small voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's funnier to just call it, the full name, which is he's hosting the show on Quick Bites.
Quick Bites.
I found out that's what Quibi is short for. It's Quick Bites.
Quibi.
Quibi.
Maybe it's like Quibi, like ribeye.
Quibi.
Quibi.
Quibi Jinn. Please. Quibi was my father. I'm Qui-Gon Jinn.
Please, Mr. Jin was my father. Call me Qui-Gon. Oh man, that's back when Liam Neeson was just like a regular guy.
Man, that was kind of the start. That was kind of where he got his action-y start.
You think Qui-Gon Jinn broke him?
Kinda, dude. Yeah, he was, through the 90s, he was Oscar Schindler in Schindler's List. He was Jean Valjean in Les Mis.
Yeah.
He was kind of like a prestige actor, and then
dramatic actor.
And he did Phantom Menace, and everybody's like, "Yeah, look at your dumb hair." And he's like, "All right, fine."
The layers of Qui-Gon drove Liam Neeson crazy.
Yeah, probably so. But it drove him right into into Taken, which is perfect film.
Dude, we still got to watch Cold Pursuit.
Oh, I watched it.
You did?
Dude, yeah. I watched that, and I think I mentioned on here, I watched that and Dragged Across Concrete.
Oh, so yeah, that's right.
A whole weekend of, old reactionary conservative men. And they're,
Up next, Get the Gringo.
Yeah. Johnny Depp Marathon coming next.
Oh, he's a reactionary conservative person?
No, but he will be soon.
Yeah.
Because he got, he beat up his wife there and everyone hates him now. So,
right.
Coming soon.
I remember my dad talking about him and just being like, you hear that he buys like a $400 bottle of wine a day. That's pretty wild.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, if that's what bankrupted him, he must be the drunkest person on planet Earth. But that's the thing about the good wine is it doesn't give you a hangover. So
is that true? Is that why people pay so much for wine?
I think I heard that somewhere. Is that like good wine doesn't give you a hangover?
It doesn't have that.
That's not possible though.
That silt that the Trader Joe's $2 chuck has at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean it's got enough sugar and alcohol in it. It'll give you a hangover. Like there's no possible way.
Yeah,
man.
I'm calling it here. Johnny Depp will speak at the 2024 Republican National Convention. That's what I'm gonna call. That is kind of the realm you have to go into when you experience like a public downfall like that. Mm-hmm. Your options are to, as we've said a bunch in the past 2 weeks, get yourself an insane clown apology together, or go be a Republican. That's what you do.
It's like that. I guess it's just that moment of like, okay, well, I'm not cool anymore, and I'm not popular, but I'm still rich. What do I do now?
I've often thought of how easy it would be, just to like pull some fucking crazy WWE heel turn and just like go be
in real life.
Just go be Ben Shapiro. These people are fucking dumb hogs. It would be so easy just to get up, on this show and be like, you know what? I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
Marxism is out. I'm with the president.
I would sit here and just be like, it's cool.
So easy, dude.
If you heel turned on this show, I would be like, well, because we're quarantined together. I'd be like, it's whatever, and start slowly being like, I can't be on the pod today. My foot hurts.
Yeah, but then if I did that, I wouldn't be here that long. I'd make so much goddamn money off of these idiots.
That's true. Oh, you also wouldn't believe in staying inside. You'd be like,
yeah.
I'm gonna break into Disneyland.
That's the problem. I'm too much of a pussy. I'm like, I don't want this goddamn disease.
Fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's bad. I don't want it.
It's so weird. It's weird that people are fucking all.
People are just like, just give it to me. I don't give a fuck.
Dude. I was wrong about Trump, by the way. He's now all about the masks.
Oh, I mean,
he's pulled.
He doesn't believe in shit.
No, of course not.
He never believed in shit. He was just like, as long as I seem strong and confident, it doesn't matter what I say. Yeah. It's like, you look like a fucking idiot, and people need a leader, and you drop the ball.
As Blues Traveler said, the hook brings you back. It doesn't matter what I say.
Oh, I really thought you were going to say, how are you going to give him the runaround?
Oh, well, he is giving us the runaround.
He is.
Or should I say, Democrats are giving us the runaround.
I mean, humana yay, huh? I've been in the runner. He doesn't say words in that chorus.
No, I don't think the man says words at all.
He does scat harmonica.
Yeah, except in the Blues Brothers film.
Right.
I think that's the only time he says words.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Yeah. This is what he tweeted. We are united in our effort to defeat the invisible China virus. And so there's the ding, like, hey, you dumbasses. Here, look, you like it?
I'm still an idiot. I'm still an idiot.
Yeah. And many people say that it's patriotic to wear a face mask when you can't socially distance. There's nobody more patriotic than me, your favorite president. Which is...
I mean, yeah, it is like true heel. Like, he can't...
I hate that that's funny. I hate that
he can't say one thing normally. Like,
that's funnier than everyone who made a joke about that tweet.
Yeah,
you can't get. I mean, the man knows that he's at like under 40% approval.
Like, he's leaning on the wackadoo card again because he's leaning on people being like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna vote for Trump." That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, and the funniest thing is that now and again, mea culpa. I was totally wrong. I think I said on this show, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna appear in a mask," and now he's always in the damn thing. And it's so funny because if you needed any further proof that it was never about ideology for any of these people, that it was always what we were talking about yesterday. It's just being like a little contrarian shit. Now that he's like pushing this, the average response, at least that I've read on Facebook and stuff like that, and like our, as I've said, I if I'm looking for the reactions to stuff, I always go to the local WSFA NBC 12 Montgomery Facebook page. Because that's where the real people are, the craziest people in the world, and I'll read those reactions, and it's just like, hey, he's my president, he can do whatever he wants. I'm still not wearing a fucking mask.
I mean,
you're like, dude.
Oh yeah. I saw Rod post that something today. It's like, sir, I respectfully decline, even though you rule.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, and they don't have the, and
well, it's because the thing is that Trump is still in the back pocket of like these corporations that own him. Like, he's like.
Yeah,
these places are not trying to close, and they have to have some sort of mask mandate. And
right, because this is going to kill people.
This is going to kill people, and like Walmart's not trying to shut down. Places are not trying to shut down, so they're like they need to mandate a mask thing. And I mean, it's incorporated. It's in no way health or anything. It's before it's when these places. Well, Walmart never shut down, but other places like shut down. I think there's no way that he's like seeing the light that it's like, we should slow the spread. It has to do with something with like his.
No, he's seeing the light of like exactly what you talked about. It's like corporate power.
It seems like that's the caveat to going in anywhere. It's like masks and distancing, and then it's pretty much business as usual, even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to like phrase this in the best way I can.
Right.
Basically, for the better part of, for the latter half of the 20th century, for sure, and up until 2020 today, the dynamic has been, the culture is progressive and sort of, trending towards, a more liberal, if you want to use that word, culture.
Sure.
Whereas politics have gotten more regressive, more right-wing, more conservative. And
that's a good point.
That's always been the thing that pisses off right-wing people the most, is that the culture is so liberal, but they can't just appreciate that the actual power is right pretty much on their side, no matter what. But what's happening here is that they made something that is absolutely scientific, absolutely irrevocably true, into a culture battle when it's not. Even if you want to push it that way, that like, the libs are telling you to mask up, like the person I was telling you about yesterday, my conspiracy guy, he was like, oh, you're just blindly doing what the government's telling you. It's like, if Donald Trump says tomorrow everyone has to wear a flag on their clothes, right, then that would be a dumbass.
That's a political issue.
That would be a that would be a breach of a free expression or whatever.
Right.
This, no matter how you dress this up, you can't put the square reality peg into the circular cultural hole, as it were. And so I think Trump is finally sort of capitulating to that. I think it took him maybe this long to realize nothing that I do or say, the culture isn't dictating whether or not this disease is spreading. It is absolutely just a practical issue of, if everybody wears a mask, your chance of getting it drops by 70%.
If everyone's wearing one, then it makes us safer. But it's like, if there's one asshole who doesn't have have a
then the whole thing is fucked.
The whole thing is fucked, and it's like he just doesn't have a steady platform. His whole thing has been a cult of personality that he's just been flying on. And like being like, if there's anything you can trust in, it's yourself. And he's been just trying to like bet on himself the whole time.
Right.
But he hasn't had a solid platform on anything. Now it's like Law and Order. It's going to shift to like Safety First or something. And then towards like, but around the time we have to like vote and shit, it's going to be like, I was the first person to say that we needed masks. And like, it could have been so much worse if I weren't there. And it's just going to be this revisionist history shit.
Right.
But I mean, I mean, why we're listening to him at all, other than for him calling himself your favorite
that's the funny thing. Even the right-wing people aren't even listening. The conservative crazy people aren't even listening to him because they're just like, we love you so much. We're not wearing a mask, but we love you.
Yeah.
It's like they're not even actually listening to what the fuck the guy's saying.
If liberals are that annoying to where you can't, like...
that's what it is to them because, like I've said, you can't... Just the average person cannot really affect that much in their world. You know what I mean? You get one vote every 2 years or whatever, however many times you have an election.
Sure.
So you can affect that. That doesn't feel great. If you're a very conservative person, you look at the media, and as I've said, they tend to skew more progressive. So that's going to piss you off, but you can't change what the fuck is on your TV, really.
Yeah.
So what are you left that you can change? You can fucking be an asshole on Facebook. You can go to the grocery store with your goddamn phone out and be like, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm the Chico fart woman.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, she was from Chico, by the way, which is Northern California. I thought she was from Chino Hills, but yeah, the fart woman update, she's from Northern California. So
I got family who lives in Chico.
Is that right?
I do, yeah.
Oh.
I know, yeah. It's like I got family living in Chico and somewhere else in like the Inland Empire.
I got a wife in Chico, baby, and a one in Tennessee.
Oh,
first one say she got my child, but it don't look like me.
I left my wallet in El Segundo. And other songs about California.
Yeah. Also, I think Jerry Garcia says Chino in that song. I don't know. It's bad and weird.
Yeah, same old, same old. I haven't looked at the numbers today, but I did a good old, I assume they're bad.
Cali's still leading. We're still leading in the race.
We're beating Florida?
Oh, we're beating every state in the union now. Yeah,
we're
way out ahead. I mean, I saw there was a woman in a donut store. She was working and one of the customers came in with no mask and then they started throwing donuts at her when she told them to leave. Just that kind of bullshit happening.
Yeah.
This story is fun. This is from earlier this week. Witches on TikTok have tried to hex the moon.
Now, this is how out of it I don't know what, like, I've just been going into my own little, like, hole of my own interests.
Oh, so you didn't notice the hex that was on the moon?
Well, I didn't notice the hex that was on the moon.
The green smoke that was swirling around the moon all week.
I mean, TikTok's not... It's just... Is it videos?
It's little videos, yeah.
It's just videos.
It's just children dancing.
Children dancing.
Yeah.
And people our age and older putting like a lot of hair dye and creamer on their face trying to be younger.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
A small anonymous contingent of beginner or baby witches on Witch TikTok or Witch Talk claim that they have hexed the moon.
For good? Whenever someone does something to the moon, I'm like, that affects the tides, right? Like that's...
I don't know. Fellow Witch Talk users have flocked to various social media platforms to talk about what happened.
Are there witch talkers?
Yeah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, bing, bing.
Whoa, TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. They flocked to various social media platforms to talk about what happened and whether there is the potential for any fallout from the quote-unquote incident, with the bulk of the wider witch community expressing frustration. So the baby witch has done pissed off the old guard.
I tell you, it's just step aside, old witches. You know what I mean? Like there's a new
broom in town.
There's a new broom in town. You take that old cauldron and put it out to pasture. Eye of newt and a wit. What is it? A bear's tooth.
Double toil and retirement. How about that?
That's right. Because these new kid witches are on TikTok.
A new witch on the block.
There's a new witch. Yeah, the baddest witch. And that's the other thing. I guess like the now it'd be Gen X witches.
Yeah,
Your Sabrina the Teenage Witches.
That's right.
You know, they're yesterday's news.
I love the way this article is written. Now, scientifically speaking, is the moon fine? Yes. Never in doubt. Even the bulk of witch talk itself.
Scientifically speaking, and ipso facto, the only thing that matters.
Just in case you were reading this and thinking, wow, is the moon hexed? It's not.
No.
But even the bulk of witch talk itself freely admits that the moon is fine. Witch talk user at that one blunt witch said in a TikTok, quote, I think they're more mad at the audacity of these idiots that would want to hex the moon.
To you, I say, witch don't kill my vibe. You know what I mean?
Sure, it's a fundamental aspect of something that witch talkers hold dear, but of course they're upset. Whether you believe it or not, it is an understandable reaction, but as much as people may believe in the power of hexes and negative energy, the moon is the same as it always is, and no amount of incantations or intentions will change that. I like that the article has to reassure you.
Yeah, it has to take it seriously.
Guys,
it has to pretend to take it seriously.
It's fine.
Guys, this is, and blessed be, I mean, honestly, you need, during all of this, like, you know, turmoil, it's nice to have a slow news day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was just feeling relieved because Mercury was out of retrograde, but now this.
It says it's also important to remember that a lot of the allegations are anonymous and lacking in any evidence aside from a Reddit thread, quote, calling out 4 nameless baby witches. So add another grain of salt to the pile. Baby witches. That's what they call a new witch, an inexperienced witch.
One who's under the age of 8.
Yeah. And your widow dog too.
I put a hex on the moon and my brother. Baby witches are the scariest witches of them all.
My pretties.
double boiling trouble.
So
they put their own teeth that are falling out into the cauldron, you know?
Yeah. I like that, like I said, I like that the article went to the lengths of just reassuring everybody that the moon's going to be fine.
Moon's going to be fine. Because I had my doubts. I was scared there for a minute. At the top of the article, I was like, what's going to happen to the moon? TikTok.
Did you get a chance to see the comet, by the way?
No, I saw Rick's thing where he went out to the Joshua Tree and saw it.
Man, I went out to Edwards Air Force Base and saw it.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
It's gone now, right?
I think it's getting low on the horizon. So, yeah.
Dude, I miss everything. Like, all these like naturally beautiful things that have been happening during quarantine, like the best time to go see this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I missed the super bloom. I missed the thing where all the squids were blue.
Oh, the ocean? Yeah. The
fucking
bioluminescence.
The bioluminescence. And like, and now this. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry, it'll be back in 75 years. Some crazy I mean, I guess the super bloom and the other thing will be back next year. But still.
The comet, I think it's like 7,000 years or something. So,
well, fuck me. Well, I did see Hail Bop when I was a kid, so there you go.
Yeah, I did too. I remember that.
Yeah. My grandfather's house. And I didn't kill myself.
That's where I was going too. I was going to say, bought some new Nikes and everything, and the spaceship left me.
A cream-colored jumpsuit.
Dude, did you ever go to the Museum of Death?
No, shit. I wish I would have been.
I think it's closed. I think it's gone.
Like done?
They took the sign's gone. The big ass skull is gone from the front. I think it's gone.
That does kind of seem like a place that would.
But maybe they just moved.
COVID. I hope so. That seemed interesting.
That was badass. But
I wanted to go.
They started their collection. The first thing that they acquired was they bought one of the bunk beds from the Heaven's Gate cult.
Whoa!
Where there was 2 bodies on, and you could go see it. And they had the actual suits that they were wearing, the away team jumpsuits and everything. So they had 2 dummies in the bed. It was so fucking cool.
What do you call it? Where they dress like members of Arcade Fire
or Polyphonic Spree?
Polyphonic Spree, right?
Yeah.
That's shit. I remember some tour was asking if like. It's like, is the Museum of Death appropriate for 2 little kids? And I started texting you frantically. It's like, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, no.
Nah.
It's like, unless they're cool with seeing, like, photos of actual dead bodies.
Yeah. Maybe it just moved from that location. The place where it was, it was an old recording studio.
On Hollywood, right?
Hollywood Boulevard, and I believe NoFX recorded stuff there. Like it was like kind of a punk rock place. And then
that's cool.
In the 70s, the People's Temple recorded an album there. Jim Jones, the Reverend Jim Jones, the Jonestown people, before they went to South America, they recorded like a gospel album there too.
So it's got some history to it.
It's got some history to it, and because it's an old recording studio, the walls are built specifically to absorb sound. And so when you go in there, man, you can sneak up on somebody really fucking easy. crazy.
Good to know.
Because you're already like kind of in a like tense. You're like looking at severed heads and crazy shit.
Right.
You're just like, all right, and then all of a sudden you're if you go with a friend and they're like, hey, did you see fucking OJ's glove? And you're like, ah,
Yeah. Surprise purple nurple.
yeah. Yeah,
I
got Manson's guitar.
Speaking of places moving, I know it was well telegraphed before the pandemic, but like there are places not moving from Hollywood, but to Hollywood. Amoeba moving to Hollywood?
Yeah, they just moved up to Hollywood Boulevard.
Why?
Well, that the landlord is selling that building.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it looks to be a large store, so that's cool.
Yeah, I drove by it. It's. I mean, I think I walked by it during the protests.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
And it looked big, but I was just like, man, that was like the center of Sunset to me. It was like Amoeba.
Yeah, Amoeba and the Cinerama Dome.
Yeah, and like all that shit, and like also. My friend's album is still on the top of the building where Amoeba used to be.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Waxahachie. Her new record, St. Cloud, is still at the top of Amoeba.
Wait, do you know her?
Yeah, Katie Crutchfield. Yeah.
No shit. I didn't
her and
know
her
that.
sister. Yeah, her and her sister used to play in the Birmingham punk scene.
Wow. Okay, I thought they were from Texas. I didn't know they were from Alabama.
Oh no, they're from Birmingham.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
that's
Allison
crazy.
lives out here now.
That's like my favorite record that's come out so far this year.
St. Cloud?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It's so good.
I love Katie, man. Yeah, like her and Allison lives out here with her fiance Mike Kroll, who's this great singer-songwriter in his own right. But her record is still on top of that building.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some of that record at the end. That's such a good fucking album. My God,
I think she's been like one of the most solid recording artists like throughout her whole tenure.
Yeah,
and Allison too. Like her solo records are great, and Swearin's records are great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good shit. So calling in now from the San Fernando Valley is our friend. He's a comedian and once and future host at a point to be determined of Canteen Points. Our friend Joe Kaye. What's going on, Joe?
Hey boys, how are ya?
Doing good. What you been up to? We've been kind of using the show as a chance to call in and check up on our friends and stuff like that. And
oh, well, just I'm getting through it one day at a time, like everybody else. But as you can see, I've totally lost my mind. For the listeners, I am wearing a full face of makeup with cotton candy pink hairs. So,
well,
she snapped.
You've been snapping on the hair for the last couple of weeks. It's been looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, I just put in dye again today. It was like blonde until this morning, and then I finally threw some pink in there. And my God, I look like a fucking nightmare right now. Okay, anyway, hi.
Yeah, I've been obviously following you on Instagram and stuff like that, and have been enjoying the experiments in makeup. Gotta say, you've been killing it. It looks great.
Oh, thank you. And honestly, that means a lot coming from two straight white men who know nothing about cosmetics.
You're welcome.
Hey, you're welcome. No, I always I don't know anything about cosmetics, but I've taken an art class or two, and I'm just like, God damn, the shading alone. Jesus.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, totally.
It's been a good time to like get into it too, I'd imagine. I mean, just with the staying home, finding hobbies to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I love putting on a full face of makeup to go nowhere. It's real.
Or to go to the Zoom that the Zoom hang that we.
Oh yeah, our little Google hangs. Yeah,
it's been saving me. I'm telling you, I've been loving it.
Hey, we've been having a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Well, what else have you been getting into since March?
I mean, quite literally, like this, a lot of makeup journeys, and honestly, a lot of video games. Like, I don't go anywhere anymore. Like, I barely leave to even go on walks. I'll just walk around my apartment.
Well, let me ask you this: what is the best thing you've streamed in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, if we're talking like movies and TV shows and stuff, definitely Palm Springs on Hulu.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it was good.
Have you guys seen that yet?
Yeah,
I have not, but I've heard the concept sounds very interesting. I plan on watching it soon, but
it's really, really fantastic. That's probably my favorite thing that I've seen in the last couple of weeks. But I've also been doing like a quarantine rewatch on all the MCU movies.
Oh, yeah. I heard you and Kevin were doing that. Which one are you on now?
Tonight will be Civil War.
Oh yeah, I liked that one. That might be my favorite of the whole bunch, actually.
Mine is for sure The Winter Soldier, and it got confirmed this time around. I'm like, this is like such a perfect spy movie. Take
for sure.
Marvel out of the equation. I said this on Twitter. I was like, Winter Soldier's the best Mission Impossible movie they've ever made.
Oh, I completely agree. It's like All the President's Men, like Alan Pakula political thriller, but like with superheroes. It's so good. It's definitely the best one of those movies.
Really good. And the fact that all the heroes and villains in that are kind of like very rooted in reality. Like no one has like supernatural like spooky hands or anything. It's just a super soldier and then his buddy with a mechanical wing suit.
Yeah, and like super brooding Robert Redford. Like I'm for it.
Oh God, yeah.
So
good. He's so good in that. Stupid good in that.
Old Robert Redford, I will fuck with. I mean, he was like kind of like he was like a movie star, matinee idol back in the day. But like old Robert Redford is he's been in some good shit. I want to see that movie where he's like a thief.
Have you seen the one where he's on the boat?
All is Lost. I love that movie.
Oh man, that's open water for people with taste.
It's like where you don't need to say anything except for grunt. Just grunt and fix things.
Yeah. Pretty much.
What video games have you been playing?
Like the most recent Paper Mario that just came out on the Switch, which is very, very fun. It's very cute. It's shockingly funny. Like laughing out loud at video game dialogue that isn't actually being said. It's just, you're just reading it on screen. It's very, very funny. It's very self-aware, which is, I feel like, something that Nintendo's kind of like leaned into in the last decade. Is like there's a lot of the writing in their games has become very self-aware and shitting on themselves sometimes.
Well, it's like they just do stuff that's like for fans of Nintendo. Like that's why they don't have like any you can't really stream can you stream things off of Switches are handheld, right?
But you can Bluetooth it onto the big screen, right?
Well, you can HDMI it into a monitor.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So I definitely know people do Twitch streams and stuff of their Switch, so there's got to be a way.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there's that comedy show that Jenny Yang does. Comedy Crossing, an in-game.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit!
Where like somebody like basically makes avatars of all the comedians. It's just basically a Zoom show, but somebody does like puppetry on the video game characters.
On Animal Crossing, or
on Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
they have a thing like that on Xbox and VR headsets too, where it's like your little avatar, but you're in like a waiting room, and they have like comedy shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are full of racism. Go on. Oh boy, if you want a real fun rabbit hole, boys, go on YouTube and look up like VR stand-up comedy.
Oh boy.
Like from those lobbies. There's quite literally there is like a game on Xbox Live that is like stand-up comedy, and
oh god. Oh
it's
no.
Just people just dropping in and just screaming the N-word or just like
oh no.
They come in and do a joke about Jew, but Jew isn't the punchline. It's another one. It's another good old fun word.
Oh God,
boy.
Jesus.
It's like it's all the psychotic all the psychotic idiots from stand up with all the anonymity, so they're not responsible for what they say.
Oh God.
Oh, truly. Like they could really just hide. I mean, it's really it is a cesspool in there.
Well, that actually made me think of this. I was going to ask, did you see yesterday the Snoop Dogg and DMX versus session they had?
Oh, the freestyle thing?
No, I did not.
Have you watched any of those versus things that they do? So it's this I don't know what the hell. It's some kind of video communication kind of thing called Versus, spelled VERZUZ. And since the pandemic started, they've been kind of doing this series. And we talked about one a couple, maybe a couple months ago, where it was Ludacris versus Nelly. And what it is it's essentially two artists are streaming from their studio, and it kind of has to be artists that have a pretty big back catalog. So
Right.
Ludacris and Nelly being like perfect because they've both been around for essentially 20 years, and they just go one by one and they play their song and kind of talk about it. Like, so, you know, Ludacris would play Roll Out, and then Nelly would be like, oh man, and he would play EI or something, and they kind of go back and forth for like an hour. And it's really, especially if you're our age, like a perfect kind of trip down memory lane of just like, God damn, I know all these songs, you know? But
Man, I have a hankering to relive bar mitzvahs. So let's
dude, well, go back and check those out because they're real fun. But they just had one yesterday that was DMX and Snoop Dogg. And and it was cool, but you know, and I was texting with Sam because I told him, I was like, I knew he'd be interested to see it, but we both kind of agreed. We were like, I mean, we both love DMX, but you know, he's losing to Snoop. Like, Snoop has so many features, so many more hits, like, but it ended up being really, really fun. But the reason I bring it up is because I was watching it and it looked like the two of them were in some kind of like green screen, sort of like VR simulated studio. Like, so DMX is sitting on one side and Snoop is sitting on the other side, and they go play the song, and then, you know, if it's Snoop's turn, he'll stand up and kind of lip sync and, you know, stuff like that. And I watched the whole thing, and they're on either side of the screen, and I watched the whole thing thinking that they were doing this remotely. But then at the end, they hug each other, and I was like, oh shit, they've been in an actual studio this whole time together. So
DMX and Snoop Dogg were?
Yeah, so they were actually in the same room, but I genuinely didn't know. I mean, that's how good that like kind of VR deepfake shit has gotten, where I'm just like, fuck, you fooled me. I thought y'all were like in, you know, like Will.i.am in the hologram on the night Obama got elected or some shit.
I'd really like to think that Snoop Dogg and DMX have been quarantined together the whole time.
Dude, I would watch that show.
That would be so delightful. That would be...
But y'all should check out. I'll find this one specifically where they're doing "Party Up" and Snoop Dogg is like being the hype man essentially. Like like DMX is rapping along and Snoop is the guy going up in here, like he's doing the back. It's so good. Yeah, it's great because they're, you know, the fun thing about it is, especially with those two guys and with Nelly and Ludacris, it's like, you know, nobody's questioning the greatness really, so it's just they can just be very friendly with one another, and they were like telling stories and shit, so that was kind of fun. But that's what made me think of it. As soon as you said they're doing stand up in like a weird VR waiting room, it's like, dude, I thought they were in a weird VR waiting room. They fooled me yesterday.
But that shit's been going on for like years.
Sure.
Yeah.
Those rooms on Xbox Live. Or there's like literal there's like literal games that's like do stand up.
I want to
like a Parappa the Rappa, but for stand up.
Set up, punch. It's all in the mind.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I mean stand up game. I mean, people already pay money for like stand up classes. Like stand up games would like. I mean, there's money to be made in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine.
It's a gold mine. I'm
doing a Zoom show tomorrow. It's the first time I've done jokes since March.
Hey.
Oh, that was actually going to be my next question: is if you've hopped on into any open mics or Zoom shows or anything like that.
I've watched a couple of shows, but I haven't like done any. I was asked like once or twice, and I was just like, I don't really know if I can do that. Let me come and watch and see like what the vibe is. And then they never asked me again. So I was like, I should probably just say yes the next time.
Oh, yeah.
Just deal with it.
Yeah. I've done 2 so far, and I've got 2 more booked coming up in like the next month or so. And I found...
How are you finding it?
It's been fun and very similar to a real stand-up. I found that if you just bring the energy and pretend that it's a fucking real show, people respond to that. Because everybody else is doing this shit of when it's their time to talk, they have to treat it like a bad mic, essentially. Like, just lots of energy and just pretend like it's normal and you don't give a shit.
I can imagine that,
right, so then most of what I'm doing anyway, when in the before times with posting bad mics.
I was going to say, for you specifically, don't change a goddamn thing. You're going to kill. It's going to be fine.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, I've got a bit of a leg up on a lot of people on those shows because I'm so used to ranting in my bedroom. It's essentially what this show is. So I just kind of treat it like that. But definitely acknowledge the room the same way you would in a stand-up show. Kind of talk about whatever the last person was talking about. Kind of riff on that a little bit. Maybe, riff on the host a little bit. And then just go into your shit and plow through it.
So you're saying going into it with a bad attitude is not going to help?
Well, it's not even that people go into it with a bad attitude. They go into it with kind of a, yes, they go into it with like kind of a dismissive attitude, like, oh, well, this doesn't really matter. This isn't real stand-up. And you're like, yeah, we all know that. Just move past that. Get up.
No!
Yeah, that's what they're doing. People are being little...
Maybe that's why I didn't do it for a while, was because, and not because I felt that way, but because I was like, I don't want to have to do this and like listen to people complain about the fact that they're still getting to do this in some capacity.
Right. It's like the same thing as like someone complaining at a mic that they waited 2 hours to be on. It's like, why won't you just like have enthusiasm?
Why didn't you just leave then?
Yeah.
Except that at least in the case of the mics I ran, they were rigged. So fucking shameless. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Cancel me? Are all the straight white men who I didn't put up gonna cancel me?
I wish we had one of those things, like like the Zoo Cruise, like kazoo. Do you have one?
Where's my?
Shut up.
Yep.
Got a jaw harp, Joe.
Jaw harp.
Shut the fuck up. That is the most Rivers ass thing.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Oh yeah.
So what's been your choir purchase? Oh, I got a jaw harp. What?
I swear to Christ, we just need to know somebody who animates. If we know someone who animates, we could have like a goofy ass cartoon, like, and then like the fucking mouth harp and everything, and
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do it again.
Yeah,
I was trying to get better at it, man. It involves like, if you're playing this thing for real, it involves such a amount of like heavy breathing. Like the guy I saw doing it was literally just like like that kind of shit. But it's
wow.
Like that kind of shit.
God.
It's fucking wild. Like I can't quite do. I can
like Darth
make
Vader having an orgasm.
It's crazy. I basically can just do the boner noise real good. That's about all I can do with it right now.
Back when mistakes were called boners.
Whoa, did a bit of a boner.
This is devolving to madness.
I love it. Oh, it's good stuff.
Oh, I love it too. Well, Joe, I was going to ask you the two golden quarantine questions. First one being, have you noticed any strange behavior with your neighbors?
I mean, like when I say I don't leave my apartment, I genuinely don't. But I went to like the liquor store. I came walking back one day, and when I was just coming through like the front door of the building, there was this older woman that was getting the mail, the woman that lives in the building, and I'd never seen a person look so terrified in their life. Like she was fully like I just like opened the door or whatever. I wasn't looking. I was wearing like literally this basketball shorts and a tank top, and she just fully like grabbed on it, was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, hi, what? And this is a woman that I've spoken to many times. Like
God.
It's not like a neighbor who is totally unfamiliar with me. And it's not like a new neighbor. It's like we've definitely had conversations. I've just never seen somebody so
repulsed.
6 feet. 6 feet.
Oh, man.
So there's that. Other than that, I mean, like, no, everybody except, there was this one time, 2 weeks to a month in, and I was just coming back from having a cigarette out front, and I just hear through the window of somebody's apartment, it's like, whatever, people die of things all the time. And I just, and it fucking spilled out of my mouth. I went, hot take. This man obviously was a man, was talking loudly enough to where if you're in the courtyard of the building, you could like very clearly hear him on whatever dumb fuck phone call he was on.
That's awesome.
It's like, yeah, if he's gonna have dumb fuck opinions, he's got to go scream them in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. The other one, and I know you said you don't leave your house very much, but have you been going to the grocery store and have you seen any weird?
Literally haven't been inside of a grocery store since March.
No shit.
Good on you.
I've literally not. I've gone to CVS a couple of times.
That counts.
And I go to
counts.
the liquor store. Okay, so I go to CVS, and I guess like the worst thing I've seen happen there was like, again, this was maybe like a month and a half in. Someone was just like, I need to get medicine. Why do I have to be wearing a mask? I don't have a mask. And it was like, we'll give you one. He was like, well, I don't, how are you going to, what? Like, he was like, the math in his brain just wouldn't work. He wanted to be defiant so badly.
Yeah.
It was like they were going to accommodate him in any possible way, in any possible way.
Yeah.
And I'm just at self-checkout being like, I just need to get in and get out. Like, cause I have asthma. That's like a big thing.
Sure.
So it's like, I am that person that just like fully will walk in the middle of the street if somebody's like walking down the middle of the sidewalk and is not moving off to a side. I'm like, well, fuck this. Like, I'd rather get hit by a car and die quickly than have you get into my airspace and die slowly of COVID.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man,
you're gonna have to choose a way. But I think the most outrageous thing that's ever happened didn't happen to me. It happened to my parents. Which is, Rivers. They live on Staten Island.
Staten Island, Shaolin.
Staten Island.
That's right.
Good old Staten fucking Island. And they're very smart people. They're very precautious. They're wearing their masks. And they were just out for a walk near the boardwalk or whatever. And there's all, people are wearing their masks. My mother's shocked that there's as many people wearing masks as there were. But then this old fucking man saw them, got into their space, coughed at them, and then laughed.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. That's wow.
And then my mother literally, she was like, if I wasn't so sure I would be arrested for potentially killing him, I was gonna push him down the stairs.
That's
wow.
I mean, there's a lot of damn guns in New York, but Staten Island seems like that's the last place I would try to pull that shit, because I feel like almost everybody, whether they're Republican, Democrats, everybody is either
you'd be shocked.
They will kill you. They will kill you there.
Staten Island is
terrifying.
It's terrible there. It's either the most terrifying place you've ever been or the most racist place you've ever been.
Yeah,
There's no in between.
That's what I mean.
Like, it's either white supremacy, white supremacy, and I say this with the WH because it is rich white supremacy.
Yes. That's bold. I'll say that. It's bold.
Christ. Yeah. If I'd heard something like that coming from like Birmingham, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, but
the thing is, that's the thing is, Staten Islanders are fucking bold. Like, they're bold and they're proud of their ignorance.
Right.
Like, they really love it. But like, again, like, no, my mother would have punched him if she said if he wasn't an elderly man. Like, if it was a younger person, I would have decked him in the face and thrown him down the stairs.
Yeah.
Dude, Camille is such a badass. She, on the daily, we speak every day, and on the daily, she goes, God, I just wish somebody would just Trump. Somebody, her exact words once were, why doesn't somebody just take one for the team and put a She's nuts.
Fortunately, I can say that's pretty much very similar to all of my Staten Island relatives too, are all on that tip as well. So
thank God.
I don't know.
We know some of the good ones.
I'm glad.
Shaolin, baby.
I'm glad that you don't have to worry about your folks. I'm in that same boat of. Thankfully, my parents are taking this shit very, very seriously, and I've had several friends now that I've talked to who have come right up to the edge, if not gone over, of having to end their relationship with their relatives because of that. It's just like I'm sorry, this is not up for debate. You're being ridiculous.
It might have been up for debate 4 years ago, but
Yeah. Well, it's what Carter and I were kind of talking about this at the beginning of the show. Is like, this is not a cultural debate.
Yeah.
No.
This is not. It's just 1-to-1. This is what is happening.
It's a health crisis. It's not a fucking, like.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, do you believe in affirmative action? It's like, no, motherfucker, everyone's gonna die. It's not
my favorite thing now is that now since Trump started wearing, like, since he wore the mask the other day, all these fucking Republican conservative dumb fuck assholes are like, well, watch now, the Democrats are gonna stop wearing masks because Trump's wearing one.
Well, it's that thing of like, it's the same thing from when they had the stimulus check. It's like, oh, you fucking were mad at Trump, but you're gonna cash his check. It's like, motherfucker, that's my money.
Yeah.
Where do you think it came from? It's come from the Treasury.
Money, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's not Trump's money.
Fucking mouth breathers. I really can't stand them.
Yeah.
I really can't. Like, in that radicalized sandwich group that we're all a part of. I
love the sandwich group.
I cannot go on there because it really fills me with rage.
Oh, yeah?
Like, maybe mostly because, like, I'm watching people directly insult my friends, and I just want to get in there and be like, I really hope you die fucking slowly and painfully. But that's going to get me banned from Facebook again, because I once got banned from Facebook for telling somebody to, quote, shut the fuck up. I'm not kidding.
Come on.
Seems pretty light. Come on, Zuck.
Really, I was like, hey, have you tried maybe shutting the fuck up? And...
Damn.
I got an account notice for that, and I was like, well, I guess you now. I hate to be that guy, but it's like you literally can't say anything anymore.
Yeah.
So my new way of telling people to kill themselves is by telling them to delete their account permanently.
Well,
that's when I write that. I know in my heart of hearts I mean kill yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday about how to approach arguing with someone online, and I've just ditched the idea of arguing the point because it's worthless.
No, yeah, me too. Me too. That's what I mean. Like, I just send fucking memes and go like, your kids hate you, and
yeah, exactly. Well, and what I did today, I got into it. There was some guy on there who was like, talking shit, and I just you click on their profile in the sandwich group, and it'll show you the stuff that they've posted before. And one of the things that this guy posted was an invitation to join a quote-unquote non-political sandwich group. Like, he created his own separate group. And it has...
Are y'all tired of this?
It literally, and he posted it on the main... the now radicalized Show Me Your Sandwich, he posted this thing that was like, if you want sandwiches without the politics, go here. And it has, I think, right at like 200 members. And so instead of just like going on and arguing with him about the police or whatever, because I don't give a shit, I'm not going to change his mind.
If you join that group...
You're not going to change any of these bootlickers' minds.
Right.
Like, it's just not gonna happen.
So instead, I went on there and was like, you're the leader of a failed sandwich separatist group who's now up in the comments of the original group. I'm like, hey man, that's like the Mormons coming back from Utah and going back to Ohio or whatever. It's like, dude, you were doing your own thing. Get the fuck out of here. We told you to fuck off. Fuck off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go back to Salt Lake City, you weird asshole.
Go do something worthwhile and eat out your girlfriend or maybe your sex doll.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, Joe, this has been fun as hell, as always, to chat with you. Tell the folks
great. Love ending on a sex doll.
Hey, man.
Sex doll joke that, like, kind of mediocrely flopped. That's a great way to go out.
Well, that's, that's what they say in comedy. Either go out on a sex doll joke or a kazoo, and we can do both.
Oh, wow. Hey, Kazuda, be kidding me. Okay.
Tell folks where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Joe Charles Kaye, and I'm on TikTok at Joe Kaye Comedy, where I don't post anything yet.
Okay. We were just talking about
get some stuff up there.
We were just talking about TikTok and the baby witches putting a hex on the moon.
Oh, I love TikTok so much. Oh, it's so fun. Worm Time on there is really, really fun. My algorithm has gotten me very deep into lesbian TikTok, and that has been
Interesting.
Wow, they are what good people they are. The lesbians out there on TikTok are truly doing the Lord's work. And if you're listening to this, I guess, but this comes out tomorrow, right?
It does, yeah.
If you're listening to it the day it comes out, check out AMF Comedy tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time on Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll post about it on my Instagram.
Okay, sweet. And I was gonna say I'm gonna say this now, so I have to do it. I'm gonna actually unlock our Patreon episode that we did next week for people. It's the first time I've done an unlock thing, and it's mainly because we were chatting earlier about I think the last restaurant experience I had was going to Waz Golden Hen with Carter and you and Kevin, and that's and I was saying, you know what, if that's the last time I go to a restaurant,
that's the last time I've ever been into a restaurant. I'm so glad it was that, because that was one of the most fun afternoons I've ever had.
That was so
the
fun.
hardest I've ever laughed in a long time.
Yeah.
Was that day.
So we went on a high note that day. So I want the people to hear the podcast that we recorded right before that. So I'm going to unlock that probably Monday. So
sweet.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and
boys, thank you for letting me come join you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see you on the Google Hang, the private Google Hang later.
Bye, Joe.
Good night.
You too.
Right. That was comedian Joe Kaye. Before we go, we like to end the show as strong as possible, and I'm just gonna call it what it is. We're going back to the damn well for this one.
Sure.
Our jam of the day,
Cowboy.
Oh
Ooh.
boy, it's
Cowboy.
Here it is.
oh here. It's goddamn Kid Rock. You know what time it is.
Yeah.
Look,
He is kind of the patron saint of idiots. But
I've been trying to spread out the Kid Rock because there's only so many songs that have.
it's like how I do with like classic albums and movies and shit. Don't blow your wad.
Yeah, but I gotta say, when I'm looking for the correct type of comment for this segment, Kid Rock music videos are unfucking beatable because they're just so funny. Yeah. Everyone posting on here appears to be the dumbest person on the planet, and it's the best. There's no other artist like that.
I feel like,
and there's less ironic.
I feel like he's not as stupid as he lets on.
No, definitely not.
Because he's very savvy and he knows how to cultivate a humongous fan base.
Sure.
But he is he has not shown he hasn't gone full ICP yet and been like, I was just saying that stuff.
Oh, he's gone the other way. He's
gone full Trump supporting heel.
He was at the RNC in 2016.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so and that's not even, but half the comments, most of them are not political because his songs aren't necessarily political.
No, they're just like, I'm a piece of shit and I love to get drunk.
Exactly. So the people commenting on these, like for instance, well, I guess this one is political. Aaron Danforth, 24 hours ago, getting older. I keep shifting to Republicans, like Kid Rock. So you do got that, but you also got shit.
One member of the constituent raises his hand. And it's like, in case you're wondering, we're all shifting Republican.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love it. But then you also get stuff like this from 10 months ago. Kevin Jurgen says, does your brain ever just go, I want to be a cowboy, baby?
No.
Not really.
Can't say, no. And even watching good westerns and shit, I'm like, that would suck.
Yeah. Seems
they not even
smelly and hot.
Yeah, it's like everything smells like horse shit, and they don't even have electricity. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You get killed in the streets over nothing.
And I always think about those damn union suits that you wear underneath all that shit. Those sweaty fucking one-piece pajamas. Gross.
Yeah, it's like, don't you want all your teeth rotting out of your head playing playing cards with somebody in a saloon and drinking straight whiskey? There's not even beer. It's just straight whiskey.
And smoking a cigarillo and having chaw in your mouth too. You just
and you're just 8 types of herpes and
you're just made of sexually transmitted diseases, alcohol, and backy.
Sounds awful. That being said, Red Dead Redemption is fun.
There was a lot of Red Dead comments on here. People be like, I'm playing Red Dead right now. And there was also a lot like this one from Fernie Otis 2 months ago. Kids say Old Town Road. Men say Wild Wild West. Legends say cowboy.
That must have like blown his mind when he drew that conclusion. He also just like veiled like homophobic. I hate Old Town Road.
There's so much there's so many references to Old Town Road in this comment section. It's weird. I've got another one coming up, but this one is from Lisa Lee 4 months ago. Thanks to free will, I get to listen to this tune on a Saturday. Sipping beer, of course. Perhaps a Corona or a Coors. Smiley face.
Thanks to free will.
This person thinks they're fucking John Locke or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Were you being withheld from listening to a massively popular song that was on the radio?
I mean, he went platinum selling rhymes. He went platinum 7 times.
He did.
Most people know this tune.
Did it blow your mind too when you figured out what paint his wife white meant?
Yeah. Gross.
You're gonna shoot your cummies all over the mayor's wife. I'm gonna paint the town red, and I'm gonna paint his wife white.
That's right.
With my jisms.
Let's see. High Star Pro from 1 month ago. My dad had this CD when I was 10. I used to listen to it nonstop. I was in a public swimming pool yelling, "Devil without a cause." I'm going platinum. Everyone was starting at me. I think that's staring at me. Everyone was starting at me. One guy,
understandable.
One guy asked if I was okay. LMAO. Those are good times. I'm 20 now. I still listen to old school music like this. New music sucks. Nothing can change that.
Man, he's this old timer. This fucking.
He's an old soul.
He's an old soul.
That's funny. You meet a kid and you're like, "Oh boy, you're an old soul."
Yeah.
You seem like you're from 1998.
I was born in the year 2000.
Yeah. This person has 3 comments in a row. Margot Estella Wynn these are all from a day ago. I want
a day ago.
Yeah, 1 day ago. I want one too. Okay, I don't know what that refers to. Next comment.
A cowboy.
I guess so. In the next comment, if my man is pleased, that makes me happy. Just don't do it without me.
Don't jack off.
Well, and then here's the 3rd comment. Maybe this will shine some light on what she's talking about. I'm a crazy freak for life. As long as it pleases my man, he knows who he is.
Wow.
Okay.
It was a day ago.
Margot from a day ago.
This is Margot from a day ago, which I love the way that flows. To Margot from a day ago, I say, it is hard to reel back the drinking during these times, especially during the day. But let your husband jack off. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need none.
If my man is pleased, that make me happy. Just don't do it without me. So I guess she wants to get in on it.
She wants to get him off, but I guess.
Who knows?
Hey, you got to look out for your own well-being during these times.
Cheryl Coolig. Hey, dude, was that a mule at the end of your video? My Molly mule lived to be 40. Best girl mule ever.
Girl mule.
Just a little update from.
Do mules live to be 40? Holy shit!
Apparently.
How old do horses live to be?
If they don't break their leg at Santa Anita, they can go for a long time.
I'll tell you. I mean, if Papa's got a brand new mustache, doesn't come in 3rd, they don't get the old horse hospital double barrel treatment.
I think they live to be pretty old. It's you've got those like fun words that you've got in your quiver as a comedian that you can always whip out. And one of my favorite just funny words is what they call an old horse. They call him a swayback horse. So if you ever need to describe like somebody as being old, it could just be like, "Oh, that old swayback."
The guy's a fucking swayback horse. People are like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it's like, come on.
We've all heard that phrase.
Yeah.
I don't like horses. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No.
Carly's like they're cute. Like they're not cute. They'll fucking knock your head off, and they bite. They suck.
They're kind of fun.
They stink too.
Yeah, I guess
they're like muscly and sinewy, and they have that eye on the side of their head like a fucking. I don't like
them. John Barrow from 5 months ago. If you're listening to this after 2 failed marriages, 21 years retired Navy, and drinking some black and tans, then you're cool in my book.
That's very specific. I think he's describing what he's doing.
I believe he may be talking about himself.
If you're drinking some black and tans and you're sitting there in your house and in Augusta, Georgia, at 324
on Flower Avenue.
On Flower Avenue, and if you're sitting writing comments on YouTube underneath the video for Cowboy, brother, I think that makes you pretty cool. And I think that you don't need that woman who divorced you years ago. And I think you're doing just fine during the pandemic. That's what I fucking think.
What do you think?
What do you think? Leave a comment below.
Devil without a cause. Vincent Very Vile from 11 months ago. I'm here because of Shanghai Noon. And I'm tired of Old Town Road, July 26, 2019.
Was this song in Shanghai Noon?
I reckon it had to have been, but I don't.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, just insert shitty Owen Wilson impression.
Big Shrimpin' from 4 months ago. Boys say
that's like Forrest Gump's YouTube handle.
It's Bubba.
If he were a real person.
Bubba Blue's
and
YouTube.
And YouTube commenter.
Yeah.
Troll.
Bubba Blue survived Vietnam and now he's Big Shrimpin'.
Big Shrimpin'.
Girls playing Red Dead say, wow, cute horsey. Boys playing Red Dead say, I want to be a cowboy, baby.
I'm noticing a trend of some of these being like people who suck say Old Town Road. People who like Red Dead Redemption and also get drunk say Kid Rock is good, cowboy.
This one's real confusing. Dana Fisher, 5 months ago.
Love it when people just use their straight up name.
I know someone named Dana Fisher, but I don't think this is her.
Seems like a pretty generic name.
The sun is now grown and a dog possessed by Beelzebub. And he says, come take him. Partying. Because life's hard. Savage. Nappy City Promise.
That is some deranged word salad right there. Devil dog, want to drink on the party side, you motherfucker! Jesus, that's disconcerting.
Well, I think Britt Hill is very much in that same spirit. It's a God song. For me, he's the original cowboy, baby. He rides like Geronimo, talking to the wind, and he's the hottest thing moving, man. He's my hero. That's why he's my favorite rapper. He's also one busy little cowpoke. Good song, though. Mr. Rock reminds me of him a lot, though. No peace.
I think that guy's like attracted to Kid Rock, and he's just trying to like veil it, being like
it's a lady.
Beautiful hair.
It's Britt Hill is her name.
Britt. Oh, I think you said Brent.
Britt Hill. Yeah.
Well,
you start with it's a God song. It's like he's got one of those, but this ain't it.
Yeah, he has a God song.
It's like
it was like the next song.
The next song on the CD. Yeah.
Yeah. Good God song. No peace until Kid Rock is beautiful.
Got a couple more here.
I'm asking too much for people to have like good sentence structure and coherent thoughts on the comment section of Kid Rock videos.
Mutt Mollet from 2 years ago takes a man grown, that stiff chest full of hair, but only a man as me keep it all worn off.
What? Wait.
This is in all caps.
You got to run that one by me again.
Gladly. Mutt Mollet 2 years ago takes a man grow that stiff chest full of air, but only a man as me keep it all worn off.
Take a man to grow the stiff chest hair, but only a man such as me, it will fall out.
I cuddle with the stiff chest to avoid.
I rip it.
The winds.
The winds, they come. Yes, they come. Stiff chest and the hair grows and it falls.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord, but only a man as me.
What is he trying to say? He's trying to say, like, real men shave their chests?
Guess so.
What is it? He doesn't say that in the song.
No.
Although Kid Rock cannot grow chest hair, have you noticed?
Oh, maybe that's what he's talking about.
I don't think he can grow chest hair.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe only a man as me it all worn off. Maybe that's what that means. Or it's a spell. Or I've just read a spell and I've awakened the ancient and terrible ones from
Relay. I feel like the Kraken is going to erupt in our parking lot downstairs.
Yeah, we'll get a Cthulhu coming up at Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Pietra Kaplan from 2 years ago. That right, I'm Cal Grill. Don't forget that either. It's
okay. This one is she's making a point, but she just can't spell it as everybody's like, yeah, that's right. I'm a cowboy too.
cowgirl.
Don't forget that either.
Yeah. But it says that right spelled RHITE. That right, I'm Cal Grill. Don't forget that other.
Cow grill.
COWGRIL. And then she has a follow-up comment. Dame Prithee, fucking dope. Old school.
Did you say Prithee and like did she go Shakespearean there for a second?
It says Dame Prithee, PRITHEE. Dame Prithee, fucking dope. Old school.
Dame Prithee. Oh, all right. What does that mean? I got to break that down. See.
Maybe she's responding to a comment that the account doesn't exist anymore. That was named Dame Prithee. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That shit dope.
People in these comments let the shit hang out, and I love it.
It's nice.
Zamri Callis from 2 years ago. And please take back your stepmom and brother. Also, sister, go back to the house or castle.
Okay.
And then there's a response from someone named Jessica Haynes that just says, my 3-year-old sis loves you.
This is no place for you to solve your family disputes.
I wonder if like rednecks actually have it out in the YouTube comment section and we just don't see it, you know?
You're just not going to get critical analysis in these comments. You're just not going to be like, this video, your people are going to have it out. They're treating it like it's Buffalo Wild Wings, for Christ's sake.
This is the last one I got here. It's from Ernestine Vega from 1 year ago.
That's not a real name.
They don't really make good music like this anymore. They need to bring out some good music like this again. Care Rock, You Rock, Baby Top Charts. I'd rather listen to this.
Baby Top Charts. You like when Baby Top Charts? Way. Baby cowboy, baby paint wife.
Give me back my bullets.
Give me back my bullets. Way, baby make hit. Way.
Care Rock You, Baby Top Charts. I'd rather listen to this tune that hardcore rap. That's what makes the song Baby.
They're trying to say maybe like in a swingers-esque way, trying to say things are money, but they're saying things are baby.
Yeah, or maybe it's like,
I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna be like, man, that shit is baby.
That shit is baby.
Dude, have you tried? I gotta. Dude.
Have you had the fucking burger from that place? That burger is baby.
Have you tried Rivers Pickles? They're baby. They're made from babies? No, they're baby. Like,
don't you know this term? Are you not on Witch Talk?
You're not on Witch Talk? It's baby.
It's baby. Yeah.
Nothing is real.
Nothing. Strawberry Fields is baby. All right. Well, that's the jam of the day. That's Cowboy by Kid Rock, and that is our program. Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram.
Hell yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and of course, follow our friend Slam Harder as well at Slam Harder. I keep saying he should be back next time, but for real this time, I'm sure he'll be back Tuesday, for God's sakes. But in the meantime, head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Join the Tower of Power. It's just $5 a month. This weekend, I'm going to be talking to Ed Greer all about the Netflix film The Old Guard. So that'll be coming up this weekend on Patreon. And if you would like some free stickers, head over to Apple Podcast, rate and review the show. Shoot me a screenshot of that review, either at Rivers Langley or at The Goods Pod. Both of those DMs are open. I will get your address and I will send you free stickers directly to your house. So hit us up for that. And we'll see you next time.